Today we're going to be doing power rankings as of September 1st in 2022. And we're going to be starting right off with number 30. We have the Washington Nationals. They have a record of 43-85. They're 38.5 games back, 4-6 in their last 10. They're hitting .246, which is actually 12th in the MLB, but a 5.11 ERA is last in Major League Baseball. Juan Soto trade has left them dry, and they have a very shaky future as far as how CJ Abrams is going to be. At the 29 spot, I have the Oakland Athletics. The Athletics are 48-81. They're 34 games behind. They're 5-5 in their last 10. They're hitting .215, which is last in Major League Baseball. A 4.28 ERA is 24th. Calling up Ken Waldichuk, but guys like Christian Pache have looked bad. The future of this team is cursed until the owners sell the team. At the 28th spot, we have the Cincinnati Reds. They're 50-77, 24 games behind, 4-6 in their last 10. They're hitting .240, which is 18th. A 5.05 ERA is 28th. A very, very, very good future. India has been nothing this year. TJ Friedel has been a very surprising player these last couple of weeks, but I think we can say Aristides Aquino is a bust. At number 27, I have the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're 48-80, 26.5 games out, 2-8 in their last 10. They have a .221 batting average, which is 29th. 4.72 ERA is 26th. Hayes, Cruz, and others round off a very bright future, but they also are a better team than the Reds, in my opinion. At the number 26 spot, we have the Detroit Tigers. They're 50-78, 18.5 games back, 6-4 in their last 10, hitting .229 as a team, which is 26th. A 3.99 ERA is 18th around average. They are bad this year, especially the hitting. Baez has an awful contract. The injuries have hurt. Torkelson has been meh, and Green has been meh as well. Not looking great for these Tigers. Number 25, I have the Royals. They're 52-77, 17 games back, 4-6 in their last 10, and a .244 batting average is 15th, right around average. 4.74 ERA is 27th. Bobby Witt has been very solid this year. Singer the same. There's no leadership, which means a lost clubhouse with not a lot to look forward to right now. Number 24, I have the Chicago Cubs. They're 55-74. They're 20 games out, 3-7 in their last 10. .241 batting average is 17th, and a 4.26 ERA is 23rd. Confusing offseason. They need to make a huge move this offseason to be in contention at all whatsoever. A Trey Turner, something like that. This Stroman deal is still intact, and it's kind of the move that's kind of putting him in this mid-ground right now. 23, we have the Rockies. They're 55-74, 35 games out, 4-6 in their last 10, .262 batting average, which is actually second, but it is the Coors effect. 5.10 ERA is 29th, also the Coors effect. The Bryant deal looks really awful for both sides right now. No farm system. Crone will probably want to leave, as well as Blackman, a lot of the veterans on that team. Not a very good future for this team. At number 22, we got the Marlins. They're 55-73, 26.5 games back, 3-7 in their last 10. Hitting .230, which is 25th. A 3.86 ERA is 14th. Their prospects never seem to be able to do it offensively. Alcantara is great. Lopez probably will be traded this offseason. Teams should try to ride it out with the prospects like Khalil Watson will be coming up soon. At number 21, we have the LA Angels. They're 56-73, 26 games behind, 4-6 in their last 10. .228 batting average is 28th. The 3.83 ERA is actually 12th, so the pitching has not been the problem. The March trade made absolutely no sense to me. Trout and Ohtani trades might become possibilities, especially because the owner, Artie Moreno, is trying to sell the team. At number 20, we have the Boston Red Sox. They're 62-67, 16 games back, 3-7 in their last 10. .257 batting average is 16th. 4.50 ERA is 25th. The pitching is absolutely atrocious outside of Eovaldi. Jeter Downs, Jared Duran, etc. have been terrible. Might have to trade JD Martinez and let Xander walk. Probably need to extend a guy like Rafael Devers, though. At 19, we have the Texas Rangers. They're 58-69, 23 games back, 6-4 in their last 10. .244 batting average is 14th. 4.10 ERA is 21st. Need to get more farm system help. Trade away guys like Cole Calhoun, Martin Perez, Brad Miller, etc. Other guys like that. They need to draft well, though. Probably need to rebuild for 2 more years before I believe that they could be a contender. Make another big move this offseason, probably for a pitcher. Maybe even an outfielder might be where they go. Adolis Garcia has been very good for them this year, though. At 18, we have the Snakes, Arizona Diamondbacks, 16-67, 29 games back, 6-4 in their last 10. A .229 batting average is 27th. 4.17 ERA is 22nd. Corbin Carroll came up. Lawler is soon to come. The outfield looks stacked. Jake McCarthy has been very good for them. Infield does need help. Josh Rojas is having a very solid season. We'll see how they platoon him and that kind of thing. At 17, we got the San Francisco Giants. 61 and 66, 28 games back. 2 and 8 in their last 10. A 2.33 batting average is 23rd. A 4.02 ERA is 19th. Starters have been injured. The defense absolutely sucks. Bad farm system for this team, and they need to trade assets for prospects coming up soon. But I think Gabe Kapler is a piece that you need to keep. You need to keep that manager because he has been very good. At 16, we have the Chicago White Sox, 63 and 65, 5.5 games back. They're 2 and 8 in their last 10. A 2.59 batting average is good for 5th. A 4.04 ERA is good for 20th. They have no power. That's a really big problem. They need pitching depth as well. Need a better farm system as well. I'd say you trade one of Eloy, Mercedes, or Moncada for minor leaguers. At 15th, we have the Minnesota Twins. They're 66 and 61, 2 games back. 4 and 6 in their last 10. A 2.49 batting average is 11th, and a 3.90 ERA is 16th. Correa will probably opt out if there are no playoffs. They do need a better farm system and need to move on from starters that are mid like Tyler Mahle. At 14, the pesky Orioles. They're 67 and 61, 10.5 games back. They're 6 and 4 in their last 10. A 2.37 batting average is good for 21st, and a 3.84 ERA is good for 13th. Great future. Rushman, Mateo, and others have been amazing for them. A great bullpen and mid starters. Gunnar Henderson is coming up. Grayson Rodriguez probably will be up soon as well. This team is looking very good. At 13, we have the Padres. They're 71 and 59, 19.5 games back, 5 and 5 in their last 10. A 2.42 batting average is good for 16th. A 3.81 ERA is good for 10th. They are a playoff team. They hold down the last wild card spot in the National League. They have been disappointing though. Hader has been really bad. Soto has been pretty mid since coming over. Same with Bell. I think they kind of missed Taylor Rogers, who was their very good closer for them. And I think that the Tatis thoughts are still looming among this team. At 12, we have the Cleveland Guardians. They're 68 and 59, first place in their division in a 6 and 4 record. A 2.50 batting average is good for 10th. A 3.67 ERA is good for 8th. A lot of contact hitters on this team. Young talent is great for them. Pitching is overperforming, and Jose Ramirez is great, and Steven Kwan has been a chef's kiss. At 11, we have the Milwaukee Brewers. They're 68 and 59, second in their division, 6 games back, 5 and 5 in their last 10. 2.36 batting average is 22nd, and a 3.89 ERA is 15th. The pitching does need to be better, especially as the strength of their team. Their bullpen has not been great for them. Need to get hitters whether they make the playoffs or not in this coming offseason. At 10, we have the Toronto Blue Jays, who are 69 and 58, third place in their division, 8 games back, 6 and 4 in their last 10. A 2.61 batting average is good for 3rd in baseball, and a 3.93 ERA is good for 17th. The pitching has been a bit disappointing outside of Gausman. The hitting has been great. They seem to have problems with the bullpen though, which is concerning going into the postseason. At 9, I have the Seattle Mariners. They're 70 and 58, which is second in the AL West. 11.5 games behind, 6 and 4 in their last 10. A 2.30 batting average is actually 24th, but a 3.58 ERA is 7. Ty France and Julio Rodriguez have been godsends for this team. Ray and Gilbert have been solid, solidifying that starting rotation, and the bullpen has been great, especially since June 1st. At number 8, we have the Tampa Bay Rays. They're 70 and 57, second in the division, 7 games behind. They're 7 and 3 in their last 10. 2.40 batting average is good for 20th, and a 3.36 ERA is good for 4th. Despite the injuries, they have powered through. Wander and Glasnow are coming back as well for this team. At 7, I have the Yankees. They're 78 and 51, which is good for 1st in their division, 5 and 5 in their last 10. A 2.40 batting average is good for 19th, and a 3.31 ERA is good for 3rd. This team has had a horrendous August, so that's why they're falling quite a bit here. At the number 6 spot, I have the Philadelphia Phillies. They're 72 and 57, 3rd place in the division, 10 games back, 7 and 3 in their last 10. A 2.53 batting average is good for 9th, and a 3.77 ERA is also good for 9th. The young guys and the bullpen have gotten the Phils through the injured Bryce era, but Bryce is now back and the Phillies are for real. At 5, I have the St. Louis Cardinals. They're 75 and 54, which is 1st in their division, 7 and 3 in their last 10. 2.60 batting average is good for 4th, and a 3.83 ERA is good for 11th. The young guys and Pujols' resurgence have made it a magical August for this team, where they've only lost 6 games. At 4, I have the Atlanta Braves. They're 79 and 50, which is 2nd in the division, only 3 games out from the Mets. 7 and 3 in their last 10. 2.54 batting average is good for 8th, and a 3.55 ERA is good for 5th. The young guns and the pitching have carried the Braves to where they are right now. Harris, Grissom, Strider, and others have been great for the Braves, and Riley is looking like an MVP candidate. At 3, I have the Houston Astros. They're 82 and 47, which is is first in the AL West, 6-4 in their last 10. 245 batting average, good for 13th, and a 3.04 ERA is good for 2nd. Verlander's great year and the resurgence of the bats in their lineup have led to the Astros having a league-leading 82 wins with 33 games to go. At number 2, I have the New York Mets. They're 82-47, which is first in the division, 6-4 in their last 10. 257 batting average is good for 7th, and a 3.55 ERA is good for 6th. McNeil's underrated season and Alonso's surgence have fueled a Mets dream season thus far. Can they keep it going through the postseason, or will things get Metsy? At number 1, we have the LA Dodgers. They're 89-38, which is first in the division, 8-2 in their last 10. A 263 batting average is good for first, and a 2.83 ERA is good for first. Despite the injuries, the Dodgers have proven that they are the best team in baseball. Will they finally make the World Series, or will they choke in the NLCS again? Those are my rankings. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like as well as subscribe. More content coming out very soon. We're going to be live streaming every game of the playoffs, at least on one side of it, either AL or NL, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.